It's the morning of day 124. I feel like I'm in a race against time right now. Left camp like around 5:30, maybe a little bit after. Didn't really want to start in the dark in case there was a lot of snow on this side of the mountain. Last night it got to be kind of annoying following tracks from people who weren't checking the map, who didn't know where they were going. And I had to like pull out the map, which obviously, and figure it out for myself, but it was just before dark, so that's just like not super convenient because it's really hard to see and kind of gauge in the forest in the dark when there's snow. But I'm descending right now. It'll only take me 30-40 minutes to drop below 8,000 feet. I'm gonna drop right now and then I do climb up 100 feet again, but then it's all downhill to Cabazon. So it's like starting to mist out and like slightly rain up there. But I know like every minute that I start going down, I'm entering into like an entirely different weather environment. And I was just really high up there. Like I camped almost at 9,000 feet last night. It was really cold. I wound up sleeping in my alpha layers, my wind gear and my rain gear, just because I woke up like after an hour or so and it was frigid, so I put my rain gear on. But it was a good night. I found a spot that was pretty protected from the winds. I'm really excited to go into Cabazon today. I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. Yesterday was day 5, and I had gone, like 189 or something miles in 5 days. So I think today is day 6 and I'll be 209 miles in to the PCT. So I'm doing great. I had like done a rough schedule for myself for like when to finish this first like 550 mile desert section. And I'm ahead of schedule by a few days. So doing really good. I think today would be like a 22 mile day. I think that would be really good for the soul. But more than anything, I do YouTube, I do, videos, and I write. So it's not really an option. I have to go to town. I have to get caught up. But yeah, I'm going to probably go to In-N-Out, then try to Uber or hitch into Banning just to get a cheaper room there. Yeah, that's the day. I'm excited to get lower because weather is coming in. Wow. Look at that, dude. Good morning. Leave New Hampshire to come out here. And it just never ends, baby. They just got snow here like 5 days ago, so this is just what's left over. But I shouldn't have to go more than a couple miles past this to get out of it. All right, I'm down out of the snow. I cut my face on a stick earlier today. Like I was like ducking under something or something like that and just didn't clear it. It got me. Just a little scrape. No more snow for me. I have 18 miles to Cabazon. I'm just doing this really big descent. Seems like it's gonna be pretty gradual. Yeah, I have to use service and try to book a room. I'm like a little nervous to book something in Banning and bank on getting a ride over there, but I guess I'll probably definitely be able to get a ride. I don't know. We will see. Wow, it's a road runner. He's got something in his mouth. Roadrunners are like my grandma's spirit animal. I've seen them on roads. I've never seen them on the trail before. $200 miles, baby! Day 6.
What a happy bee. Look at him. He is dusting up in there. This is so pretty.
This day is wrapping up. Sorry about the wind. It's crazy out here. It has been a gorgeous blue sky day up until I just dropped down, and now it's crazy windy, starting to rain. I saw a few hikers today. I just talked to my dad for an hour, which is amazing because I really wanted to burn an hour without being I don't know, sometimes it's easy to hike and let the time pass by, and sometimes it's not. And whenever I'm going to town on a short day, I'm incredibly impatient. So yeah, I have 2 or 3 miles left to get to the I-10, whatever, and I'm going to hopefully just Uber into Banning. If that's an option, I would love to do that. I called a couple trail angels, and they don't really shuttle people into Banning, especially if you're not gonna stay with them. I can't stay at a trail angel house with 5 to 10 other hikers and get anything done productively, so it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And there's a Quality Inn in Banning across from a Walmart and an In-N-Out, so we live in. It's gonna be a 22-mile day, shortest day in a really long time. It's day 6 on the PCT. I'll be up 209 miles in by the end of the day, which means even with my half day today, I'm averaging 35 miles a day. We live in. It started to rain. It's cold. Feeling good. My body's really happy to have some flat road walking for the rest of the day. I'm pretty sure it's mostly paved and dirt road to get to I-10. But yeah, that's all I got for ya. Hopefully I get into Banning quick and easy because I'm starving for In-N-Out. Little road walking. Getting there, baby. What good timing. I'm happy to be off those mountains. When the rain starts, it's always a blessing. I feel like nature really took good care of me these last few days. Oh my gosh, if it was storming even like this, which is not bad at all, when I was on Santa Cinta, that would have been horrible. Oh, just look at this cute sign. I-Town, the iconic underpass. I hope it's a really fast hitch. Well, or Uber. Uber would be even better. I just got here and tried to do an Uber, and it confirmed in a minute, and it's supposed to be here in 2 minutes. So let's see. I hope it's real. Don't get me excited if it's not real. I want In-N-Out. I want to be chilling so hard. Look at these big boys. This one was $5. This even bigger one was $10. I'm living. It's 1:30. I'm already in town. Already got a ride from the trailhead. Everything's working out perfectly. Oh my gosh, got to the trailhead just before 1, got an Uber immediately, 20-minute ride here, maybe not even, maybe 15 minutes. The guy drove really well. Mexican restaurant right across the street, just got a bunch of food. It's now literally 1:37. I'm in the room with a ton of food, ready to just chill out, charge everything, and get so much work done. And then I don't know, I might try Uber has a schedule a ride feature. I might try to do that for the morning just so that there's no question of getting a ride. But I'm really glad that I came in here. I have so much stuff to get done. Also right as I was getting off trail, it was super cold and windy, and literally doing 22 miles today. I'm still averaging 35 miles for the last 6 days. So there's no reason not to. I always feel guilty doing half days. I just can't help myself. But hiking is 90% of, what I'm doing, but I'm also all the video stuff and writing and stuff is basically a full-time job. So I have to prioritize that too. So I'm here gonna get so much work done and relax and chill and maybe take a bath. I haven't checked to see if they have a tub, but for now, about to go in on this Mexican food. I like my burritos to be the size of my face, preferably. This is so random, but oh my gosh, people have been commenting and asking about this on the blog and on the videos and stuff. So if you're like emotionally attached and want resolution to that like dangerous incident that happened when I was in Vermont, I've been playing like telephone tag, trying to get in touch with the forestry agent. And like I'm literally hiking 35 or 40 miles a day. So I'm doing my best. Finally got back in touch with him. And it was, yeah, a unique situation. He basically said him and a game warden went out. The guy is probably, I mean, he's not going to diagnose him and say that the man is mentally ill, but he's been on like unregistered, off the grid, no license, no nothing for 27 years. So they couldn't, no history. He had been given a Zyn, like nicotine pouch from hikers who went by him. That's what made him think he had gotten poisoned because, I mean, if you don't ever consume nicotine, I guess it can make you feel sick. And they tried to emphasize to him that like the way he had acted, they said he was like a very odd and strange character. So like understandably, like he didn't seem necessarily aware of the way that his actions and things might be perceived. And that they talked to him and tried to emphasize that he, you know, had very much scared someone. And actually 2 days later, someone else called about him and he's been out on the trail for 18 months. They've had welfare checks and stuff for him. So yeah, like we're just sure he's just a homeless man. They didn't deem him to be a threat necessarily. Maybe some mental illness or something in there, which is like kind of just added to the interaction and made things kind of uncertain. But I'll say, just talking to this guy on the phone, he is like commending, I just want to commend you on the way you responded and you did the right thing. And we're so glad you called because we need, like, it's important. It's so funny how many people are like, you're wasting time, you're hurting a person by calling the police. If you call it's one thing if I called the police and said, this man just tried to murder me, he's armed, go get him. I called the police and described the situation exactly how I described it in the video. I felt unsafe in this situation, ABC, this is what happened. So they went out there and they approached him saying, hey, you know, we've got a call about you. We want to make sure you're okay. They're not some aggressive police officer in a city. This is the forest, ranger, game warden, whatever. So they went out and they gave him a meal. They helped this man. This is like what you would hope would happen. And I have no regrets about the way that situation played out, because if I hadn't called and another hiker was hurt, like, sure, this man wasn't violent, but I love that everyone's a friggin' Monday morning quarterback, as if you could know how a situation will play out in the moment when you're being threatened. So, or perceiving yourself to be threatened. So yeah, the officer basically said, I'm glad you called. It's important that you call. We want to be out on these trails. We want these trails to be safe for people. And he thinks they're going to be getting a lot of calls about this man over the course of the year. And sure, it's great that he's not violent and threatening and wasn't armed, his intention wasn't to hurt me. But yeah, someone who's mentally unstable, who's not making a lot of sense, who raises his voice and acts a certain way when you're alone in the woods, shockingly, that might be frightening. So yeah, I feel really good talking to him. That was great. Love a little closure. The guy was so incredibly nice. And then we were chatting about like the hike and what I'm doing and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, no big update. It's just him elaborating on the phone call of saying, hi, we followed up. The guy wasn't deemed to be a threat, which I could never have known unless I sat there with him for 10 minutes and talked to him. And guess what? It was a 50-50 chance that he was threatening. So yeah, they said, flee the scene, call the police. That's the smart and safe thing to do. So thanks to everyone who had a sane opinion of the situation and understood my reaction. And if you didn't understand, your opinion doesn't really mean anything to me because you are nuts. But yeah, just a little recap on that. Love a little closure. Fighting for my life right now. Trying to pick out 3.5, 4 days of food because I'm not gonna go into Big Bear. It just seems like a better idea to bypass it, save time, and resupply at home pass. Okay, sad day. I'm freaking throwing these away. Yeah, I've carried them for 3,300 miles. I thought it was hilarious. I was doing it for the bit, you know? I have no desire to eat them. I'm sure they're fine. They're just sweetened, dried oranges, but I don't see myself eating them. And at first I was like, oh, it'd be so funny, the first sweetened dried oranges to do the border-to-border County or Triple Crown. But they weigh 4.3 ounces and I literally have been carrying them for 124 days. I need to get real. I'm about to show you like my resupply and I'm just like, I'm throwing a few things out that I haven't eaten and I'm not going to eat. It just doesn't make any sense that I've been carrying these things around for so long. Okay, this is my food. It's funny because I cannot for the life of me tell if it's too much or too little. I got these bread things I'm gonna strap to the outside of my pack. They're actually like super light, bulky, but like 200 and something calories. I bought Ziplocs, so I repackaged everything pretty much just to put it into like portioned out things to make it me more likely to eat it. In the Ziploc up top, I have like more Ziplocs and random little things, dehydrated butter, sour candy, coffee stuff, flavor packets and electrolytes, goldfish, these little corn muffins, toffee peanuts, coconut covered cashews, a little bit of candy, some of those like little tiny bite meat things because I feel like I don't eat enough protein, though I do have a lot of nuts, so that's pretty good. Reese's Puffs bars, like the apple fruit bars, little brownie things, more bars. This is just like stuff that's been left over. I have 4 dinners, like a potatoes, a north side, a ramen, and then 1 Mountain House. I'm getting more Mountain House sent to Cajon Pass. The next resupply, a Ginzito, those are so freaking good. And that is it. I think I'm gonna like at least grab and eat continental breakfast stuff. And I mean this, I think this should be perfect. It's like technically 4 days. Kind of depends how the washout goes tomorrow, honestly. I'm gonna be doing the washout like 17 miles into the day tomorrow. So like the end of the day tomorrow is gonna be kind of slow. You'll see it's like an infamous current section of the trail where there's like no trail. But yeah, I'm hoping this will be enough to get me to McDonald's at Cajon Pass. I'm channeling a whole new level of unhinged. It is 7:39. I've actually had a really productive afternoon so far. I did my resupplying, which is hopefully enough food. I feel pretty good about it considering I'm gonna do breakfast here. And then tomorrow's Monday, full day Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I'll eat dinner at McDonald's. But I just made a coffee in the lobby because I've gotten 5 YouTube videos uploaded, but I still have to do 3 blogs. And lately it's like I've Pavlov trained myself to get so sleepy when I start doing the blogs. I don't know, but it's not that late, but I need to stay up, you know, moderately late and get this done. I don't have a choice. And I was really hoping to film 1 or 2 more YouTube videos, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll see what I can do. It'll only take like 15 or 20 minutes, but I'm about to sit in the bath and multitask. I want to like take a bath, shave my legs, voice to text while I do that, and then edit everything and try to get stuff uploaded. We will see.